Welcome back to another video. My name is Callan and I'm currently reacting to every single A24 film in order. Today, however, I want to show off some of the filming locations that I visited during my time in Los Angeles for the movie MID90S. If you haven't already seen, I also recently released a video for some of the filming locations for Under the Silver Lake, also during my time in Los Angeles. I am still planning on releasing my full LA vlog sometime in the future if you guys are still interested. Anyways, for the movie MID90S, the first spot that I visited was this Mexican restaurant. This is the name of the restaurant. I don't want to butcher the pronunciation. This is where the characters were eating Mexican food and ran into Lucas Hedges. Alright, my food has been ordered, and while I wait, this is the table where all of the kids sat, and then they skateboarded in front of the restaurant here, and then they encountered Lucas Hedges. This is where they were getting into it. Now, a couple things to note about this scene here. The kids are sitting on a circular table which no longer exists or was brought in, and it looks like they updated the color of the roof. Right over here you do see more red tables in the back which are still there, and then notice the yellow paint on the restaurant itself and the red tile work on the bottom perimeter. And then as we move forward, notice the tile work in the middle of the restaurant here. So there are the red tables. Again, no circular table in the front. As you can see, the roof is now yellow, no longer the green color. But again, notice the yellow paint on the bottom with the red tile work perimeter, and then that blue and red tile work in the middle of the restaurant. This next scene shows the two characters getting into an argument. Notice the brown wall in the background. And now here we see him defeated, walking away. Notice the rock work on the right side, and then the palm tree on the left. Again, there's the brown wall, the rock work on the right, and the palm tree next to the red truck. Holy cow, this food is massive. Look at the size of the burrito. I got the burrito mojado with carne asada. Also came with a free drink. Of course, I had to get horchata. Oh, this looks so good. I'm so hungry. Whew, I'm so full. There's a ton of things on their menu, so I don't know if I would necessarily need to get that again, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. Really filled me up. So the next location that I visited, actually just down the street from the Mexican restaurant, was a storefront that they used for the skate shop. Sadly, it's not a real skate shop. I believe they just rented out the space and decorated it for the movie, but this is located on 5849 Whittier Boulevard. In this scene, you can see the numbers 5849, which is the same address, and the next door, 5847, was JJ's Beepers. Alright, we made it. Right where it says 5849, that's where the skate shop was located. I'm probably going to try and cross the street, but you do recognize this sign here as well as the exterior of this building. In the scene, you can see the same beauty salon sign and that angled facade with the red painted banner next door. Before I cross the street, let me just loop around the back to see if the back of the shop is still the same. The back here would have been where all the kids were skating. This is so crazy. I think it's actually the same. You can see the same paint color, the windows and the doors. Let's walk by. Here we have it. This is the actual parking lot where the kids skated. You can recognize the doors, the bars, the whole exterior. This next scene, we see Stevie upset. Notice the vented windows on top of the building and the sort of barred up windows. The only thing missing is the parking for tenants only sign. And here we have the actual parking lot. Again, the same vents on top of the building and then the barred up windows. I now made my way across the street. Once again, 5849. That's where the skate shop would have been. And then you can recognize a few of the other exteriors and facades of the buildings just to the right and left of it. On this side of the street, Stevie rides his bike, and then we see Bradshaw Avenue on the street sign. A little painting of a parrot in the middle, and then these bars on the right of the screen. So here's that scene again. We can see Bradshaw Avenue in the background, the painting of the parrot in the middle, and then the bars on the right. One last look at the skate shop, and then of course the beauty salon sign. So cool being here. Alright, the final place that I was able to visit was the West LA Courthouse Skate Plaza. Unfortunately, this was my last stop before having to head to the airport, so I couldn't spend too much time here. If I did have more time, I would have tried to line up the shots and get specific angles around the courthouse, but my main focus was to find that stage area. I'm hoping it's not too crowded so I actually can film. I did see a few skateboarders already. It's so cool that people actually skate here and they use this for the movie. The main place I want to go to is on the right. Looks like they repainted it, but you'll definitely recognize the structure here. Alright, when you stand from back here, you can definitely recognize the structure. As I said, they repainted it. But this whole area is so cool. People skating. This is all used in mid-90s. Alright, and that concludes some of the filming locations that I was able to visit during my trip to LA for the movie MID90S. Please follow me on all of my socials down below at Callan Reacts. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel down below. Help me to reach 500 subscribers on this YouTube channel so I can do another A24 postcard giveaway. Also let me know in the comments what places I may have missed in this video, or let me know what movie I should do a filming locations video for next. Anyways, thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you next Thursday for the next video.